Hi, my name is Miss Nikki and I'm the owner of Kinder College, a home-based preschool located in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm also the administrator of a group by the name of Miss Nikki Swap and Meet, which can be located on Facebook. My group consists of teachers, in-home care providers, center providers, as well as homeschool parents, in an effort for us to ask and answer questions concerning the developmental needs of our children, as well as share curriculum ideas one with another. The reason for my video today is because I have 3 questions that are asked on a more regular basis, and what I would like to do is discuss how I handle these questions. How do you deal with pickup and drop-off times? Communicating with the parents about disciplinary problems with their child or children, and tuition payments. And we all have had problems with tuition, whether it be in the past or in the present. Basically, I think that these questions can be answered by simply discussing program setup and program management, because that's where this will all stem from. And the first thing that I would like to introduce is my preschool orientation packet. Excuse the name, it does say Challenger Plus Preschool, and if you would like to look that up, it is on Facebook. I did close a school by the name of Challenger Plus Preschool prior to moving to Memphis to open Kinder College. With that being said, this is my orientation packet. And the first thing we discuss is the schedule. Now, any state that you go to and open a program, they will require that you have a parent handbook. Well, let me just say this. If you give them the parent handbook to read it, you can almost bet that 99% of them are not going to read it. So the orientation kind of helps you with that, because you're able to take the key points from your handbook, things that you know are going to be detrimental to the program, and go over them verbally with your parents so they can't say, I didn't know that. Okay, that is why I do the orientation. And I also have it in the booklet so that I know that each parent is told the exact same thing in the exact same way, and I can't have a parent come to me and say, I didn't know that, because I know that that would just be a lie, because I myself did the orientation. The first thing we cover is the schedule. That way they know what is going on throughout the day at what times. Okay, first question, how do I deal with drop-off and pickup times? I let them know that at 9 o'clock a.m., no child is permitted to stay if they arrive after 9 a.m. That is plenty of time for a parent to get up. Even if they're not morning people, they can still get their child in attendance by 9. Also, I start serving breakfast at 8 and I stop serving breakfast at 8:45. So I will tell my parents, if you are here for breakfast, you won't be late for class. And that allows the children time to socialize and you to ask questions prior to me beginning circle time. Okay, that is how we deal with drop off. Pickup is a whole nother issue. And the way that I deal with that is I charge my parents $1 per minute per child if they're late. I close at 5:30, so if the parent arrives at 5:31, they owe me $1 if they have 1 child. They owe me $2 if they have 2 children. That late fee is due at the time of pickup or the following morning prior to care. Now, when I say prior to care, I definitely mean prior to care, because what you allow will continue. Okay, whether it is a school or an in-home or a center, what you allow the parents to do will be a continual behavior with that parent. So, if I said it was $1 per minute, then I need to stick to $1 per minute. If I said it was due at the time of pickup or at the next day prior to care, then I need to adhere to that, so that the parent knows this is the way the program is run. And I have to be consistent with my own policies and procedures in order for that to happen. So, once they come in the morning, if they did not pay it that afternoon, I will simply say, you owe $2, if it was 2 children, for late fee of yesterday. If they do not have the $2, well, guess what? They cannot stay. I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's harsh. No, that's business. That is business. If we have gone over this policies and procedures and you have agreed and enrolled your child, then you knew about this prior to enrollment and it is now business. So please don't take it personally, is what I will tell the parents. Okay, that is how I deal with drop off and pickup. With the communication of parents about disciplinary problems, it is so easy to deal with them if they know how you're going to deal on the front end. When I'm doing my orientation, and I'm going to go back to this orientation every single time you have a question, because it's all about the setup. What you allow will continue. It is about your setup, okay? Please understand that. So what I do is I issue journals. It's just a regular old composition notebook. I put the child's name and birthday on the front so I can keep up with that. And during orientation, I inform the parents about the journal. It's called Back and Forth, B&F Journal. And in the front page, the parent tells me a little bit about their child. I want to know their likes, their dislikes. Are they morning people? Do they hit? Do they slap? Do they bite? Do they kick? This is not so I can label the child, but this is so I can be watchful for the child's habits and tendencies, so I can safeguard the other children that I have in care. So it's very important for me to know a little bit about that child prior to enrollment. I do require that the parents, both parents, if they are available, to come to the enrollment orientation so I don't have to repeat myself with the policies and procedures as well. Let me just read one little thing from my journal just to kind of give you an idea of how that goes. On February the 5th, I said, today, we had an awesome today. DHS stopped by and we should be getting our final visit next week, and we'll see how that goes. I won't say the name of the child. Blank is a crazy girl. She showed all of her personality today, LOL. She was too funny. She enjoyed music and blocks mostly. And the parent responded, LOL. So glad to hear that DHS visit went well. Blank is definitely something else. She's been calling me Miss Mama at home now. And it is so, 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 so important for the parents to understand that if you have time, write something back that lets me know how you are liking the program, if there's something that you feel is lacking from the program, and that is how I communicate back and forth from home. This also covers when the child is having some disciplinary problems. If the child hit during the day, if she bit someone during the day, or anything like that, I'm going to write it in her journal so that the parent has the opportunity to read it when she gets home. Okay? Also, it comes in handy when you're busy. I could have been in circle time or starting lunch and you stop by to talk to me, or it's at drop off and I have 5 or 6 different parents here and I just don't have the time to really discuss with that parent what is on her mind. Then she can take that journal and go home and write me a letter, and the next day when I'm doing my journal entries, I can read what was on her mind and I can respond accordingly. Okay, that's how I deal with my communicating with the parents about disciplinary problems and anything else that is going on within my program. As far as tuition payments, tuition is such a simple thing. Going once again back to our child care orientation before they were enrolled, tuition is due on Monday, the Monday prior to care. It can be done Monday morning, Monday at noon, Monday at pickup, as long as it's on Monday. If it's not done on Monday, when they come in on Tuesday, they have a late fee. If they are unable to pay the late fee, guess what? The child cannot stay. It's that simple. What you allow will continue. If you sat down and you spent your time and you put together an enrollment packet for your parents to know the policies and procedures of your program, and you yourself stick to your policies and procedures, you will not have these problems with drop off and pick up, disciplinary problems, or tuition payments, because they will already know what your policy is for that and that you are going to stick to it. With that being said, that is exactly how I would deal with those 3 questions. Consistency is the key. You have to stick to what you say. If you have promised them that you're going to be a certain way and this is what they can expect from you, then you also know that they have agreed to those policies and procedures because they chose to enroll and they paid you to take care of their child and give them the best possible love, care, concern, and consideration daily. I do appreciate you for taking the time to listen to me, and if you have any other questions concerning your program that you would like for us to answer, please feel free to become a member of Miss Nikki Swap and Meet on Facebook. Thank you and have a very, very blessed day.